If you think seeing where you are going is important, then this video is for you. Follow along as I show you how to avoid default settings disasters. This is the first of a 3-part series where we examine the look ahead and look at target features in Star Citizen. Today we are looking at ground vehicles, and the next episodes will cover ships and turrets. So let's jump into a rock and dig into the details. For ground vehicles, the driver look ahead feature is something that I think can be useful, but I think you have to dial it in. By default, when you use it, as soon as you look into a corner, you look pretty sharply into that corner, and the faster you're going, the more it looks into that corner. And if you get into a spin like we just saw, it pins your head looking into it. And you lose situational awareness of what's happening to the other direction. That becomes a problem if you want to do something like a rapid direction change. So if I want to go left and I want to go right, I don't have as much awareness of what's happening on the other side. And if I slide just a little bit, then I'm fully committed to looking in the direction of the slide, and I can't kind of plan my next route. Now, that doesn't mean this isn't useful. Let's go into the options. And in the options, I think there's 2 things that are really important. Driver look ahead, strength forward does what it says, and it actually, as you're going to see, when we reduce that, it's going to increase the amount we look into the turns by a lot. Be very careful with using that. However, I do think this is important, and I'll show you why. We'll go back into the options. And we're going to go ahead and reduce the strength of the look into the turns by half. Now that we have that reduced, you're going to see that we're probably somewhere close back to the original. And maybe not quite where we want to be for quick turns. Let's check it out. It's not too bad. What you're seeing is that by playing with both of these, you're going to find some level that I think gives maybe a slight improvement over just looking straight forward. However, I don't think this is going to replace something like head tracking. But if you don't have head tracking, this is certainly something you want to check into. So let's go back into the options, and we're going to take the look ahead strength all the way forward. And what we're going to see is it tries to keep your head looking a little bit more forward. Again, that's going to pin it when you are sliding in that direction, but I feel like this setting could be better than using no look ahead at all. So another setting I want to look at is Geforce induced head movement. I've had it zeroed out this entire time because I think it's a little bit smoother, but let's go ahead and turn it back on and you can judge for yourself. And what I think I see when I'm doing this is a little bit more head movement on the bumps. I don't think it's dramatic, but I do think it's there. And I've already been getting a little bit of motion sickness, and imagining watching it isn't helping because this thing is very jerky. And I can try to be smooth, but it's still very difficult to do this in the exact manner I'd like. So let's turn that back down. And you can be the judge if it's a little bit smoother. To me, it doesn't seem like it moves quite as much, but maybe that's just my perception. So another feature we're going to look at is in the game settings. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to take a look at pilot, driver, turret, automatically enable target padlock. This used to be called look at target. While this is not on by default, we should at least take a look at what happens when you turn it on. While not everyone has head tracking, and I do commend Star Citizen for trying, I don't think this feature hits the mark because it's a little bit dangerous and it could risk your inventory. I would recommend that we turn this off because I do think seeing where you are going is important. Let me know in the comments below what settings you are using, and stay tuned to this channel for more Star Citizen tips and tricks. Oh, that was good.
That was it.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it. That's the cleanest one by far.
All right, let's keep that.